Good morning. My name is Chef Harry, and I'd like to welcome you to what I would like to consider my recipes for life. This morning I want to talk to you about hydration. And not only am I going to talk about hydration in gardening, but I'm talking about the health needs of hydration. The need to properly water our body, because as we know, pretty much everything that grows on this earth it requires water. And the earth made up of 3/4 water, so is our body. Well, the tomato plants, that's where I'm going with this, are made up of 95% water, 5% carbohydrates. So I'm going to show you one that actually what I consider to be poor soil saturation. And here's a plant right here. As you can see, the leaves are wilting, and the tomatoes in here, as I was talking about yesterday, are beginning to split. And that's come from lack of hydration. When your tomatoes are starting to show a splitting area, when the leaves start to wither, and you can dig into the soil and move it like this, you can see there's poor hydration. My solution to this is to change up and add a little bit more soil. Richer soil, actually, not a bit more, but as you can see, I pruned it yesterday and some of the leaves are withered, and that's good. If I had enough, I could actually compost the area, but what I'm going to do is just add some wet soil that I already have that's more or less compost. It's compost material that has a lot of hydration in the soil already. As you can see now, I'm going to give you a look at what it, and it even has a nice little manure odor to it. So I'm gonna have y'all take a look at this plant now. See it in its withered state. Now here's the sad thing, these flower parts, as you can see, some of my flowers are withering away. That means I'm gonna lose some fruit. And when you start seeing that right there, especially like in the farm industry, that's why drought is so terrible in certain areas, and even in our lives, that's how body withers, almost similar to what you see in the plant life around us. So I'm gathering up some soil, some manured soil, and I'm placing it around the base of my plant, my tomato plant. And as I said, I did some pruning yesterday. So the soil is from a compost I made myself using some of the old vegetation that's withered away. I mean, even some of the fruit that I've been able to recycle from the kitchen. You know, when I make salads, a lot of times people throw away or flush down the garbage disposal a lot of the good vegetation that can be used to compost some of the very stuff that you're trying to grow. So as you can see here, I'm growing tomato plants, and one of them is dehydrated, and I'm gonna actually add water to it now, just to let you see. I water the base of the plants very well. It only takes a few minutes to saturate the soil well enough